Most successful people have a positive sense of self-worth. This is called self-esteem and begins even as a baby. Parents have the responsibility of building self-esteem in their children, thus giving the children the confidence to do things for themselves, helping them to acquire the needed skills to improve their quality of life. Also, respecting their children helps the children learn to respect themselves. And parents who shower their children with love and affection teaches their kids how to share their feelings with others. Parents' unconditional love and support is vital for a child's self-esteem. This means that the love of a parent should not depend on the good behavior of a child, and even when enforcing discipline, parents should reassure their kids that they love them. Welcome to Ruth's Straight Talk, the channel designed to help you, your students, and your children live fuller lives, become lifelong learners, and grow into the awesome human beings you were designed to be. I'm Cynthia Ruth. In this video, I will share with you several ways to help build your child's self-esteem. Also, don't miss my bonus strategy at the end of this video. So why build self-esteem in your children? The way parents interact with their children influences the type of people your children will become. Nurturing parents who share their love help increase their child's sense of self-worth. Those kids learn to feel good about themselves and learn to care about others as well. When parents build their children's self-esteem, a foundation for a strong, loving relationship is laid not only with the parent, but with all other relationships. Research shows that self-confident children are better able to stand up to bullies. Children who have high self-esteem is likely to excel in school, in life responsibilities, and in their relationships. Not only do they feel happy and capable, but they can also maneuver through problems with a lot less stress than children who doubt their own abilities. Parents should give kids the tools they need to stand up for themselves and help them learn to solve problems. Consequently, as they grow older, they will be able to handle difficult situations on their own. So how to build self-esteem? The first way is to praise. Praising children when they behave well makes them feel good and motivates them to continue the good behavior. A win-win situation for both parents and children. Parents should praise their child's efforts and their successes. If a child's team loses a game, for example, a parent could say, "You tried hard. You should feel proud about yourself." As a child's self-esteem grows, so does his or her sense of responsibility and competence. Assigning chores and praising accomplishments make children feel valued. Their self-confidence and their independence begin to grow, and their increased sense of security helps them confront the many challenges that is natural part of growing up. How we praise our children makes a difference in our child's life. Giving them a chance to develop is the best way to help a child feel capable. So, when you praise your child, be specific. Don't just tell them you did a good job. Tell them how good a job they did. For example, you might say, "You did a great job cleaning up your room today. I knew you could do it." This type of praise is about making a real connection with your child and letting them know that they are capable. Kids count on us for reassurance, and that reassurance leads to increased self-esteem. Use your praise to show the right priorities. If they are playing a game and they lose, let them know how well they did on specific parts of the game and how proud you were of them for putting in all that effort. Teach them to practice good sportsmanship by having them congratulate the opposing team and members. It's not just praising your child that leads to good self-esteem. It's what you praise that leads them to discover their values. Secondly, ignite independence in your child. It's not just about the words that you say to kids, it's also about how you treat them. Do you treat them as though they are capable? Do you help them develop skills in a variety of areas? If you never challenge them to do more, they will never explore their skill sets. That's what they need to do to develop self-esteem. Without confidence in the desire to do new things, they'll lean into their own comfort zone and never challenge themselves. Lead them to feel capable on their own. At the same time, allow them to be a child while you fuel their interests and explorations. This not only makes them happy, but they will learn through these actions. Number 3, set goals with them. What do they want to accomplish in the short term versus the long term? And don't forget to remind them how far they've already come. If they have a focus, they will find their footing in the world. They will learn to just focus on what they want to become rather than what is happening to them. They will be defined by taking each step forward. Let them assist you in the things that you have to do and then give them choices. If they want something, give them a task that will help them earn that something. This will ignite their independence and intrinsic motivation the most. They can learn to feel good about themselves by simply doing good. If you can instill that value, their self-worth will grow. Number 4, give compassionate attention. When children feel inadequate, they look to us to help them pick themselves up. They can meet those needs through compassionate attention. They will mirror you in how you treat them with how they treat themselves. If kids are hard on themselves, you can help them imagine how they will treat someone else in the same situation. What if someone else, like their friends or a sibling, went through the same thing? What would your child say to them? Have them say the exact same sentiment to themselves. Often we are kinder to others going through something than we are to ourselves. This reverses that attitude and helps them see they too are worthy of compassionate attention. Number 5, teach them to love themselves. Self-love sustains us, and it's how we develop self-esteem. Love must be shown through example and directed in order for kids to know they can love themselves. Remind children that they are worthy of love. This doesn't mean that they always have to hear praise. When we have an inflated ego from constant praise without pushing towards progress, that is not self-love. Self-love is a sense of having worth that comes from living their life's values. Let them know that it's okay to be human and to mess up sometimes. It's what we do with what happens that counts. It's about how we feel about the choices we make. And at the end of the day, you can lead them into good self-esteem by being there for them no matter what. That consistency will help the most. The next step, teach them to also like themselves. It's one thing to love yourself, it's something else to like yourself. Having them come up with a list of things they like about themselves. Do this often, as it will serve at any age and through any trials. Psychology Today states that everyone who needs to develop self-esteem should write 3 things they like about themselves each day. Then in the morning, read it and add to it again every night for 30 days. You can do this as often as you like and adapt it to your child's routine. Overall, this practice can lead them for life. Do this with them so they can mirror your positive self-worth. This will help them develop resilience and redirect their focus from negative thoughts. The bonus strategy, make corrections. Most parents understand the importance of modeling healthy habits, even when it comes to the words we use. But it's easy to get caught up in negative self-talk without even realizing it. Have you ever caught yourself saying something like, "Oh man, I ruined the sauce. I'm the worst cook." Or kids take their cues from us. Even when we're kidding, we need to choose our words carefully. Make corrections to your own negative self-talk to show your kids that even adults need to reframe their thoughts and focus on the positive. Parents sometimes tell a misbehaving child, "You're a bad boy," or "a bad girl." This tells the child that he or she is bad, not that the behavior is bad. Instead, parents should explain to the child that he or she did what was wrong and then impose consequences. For example, if the child hits someone, explain to the child that hitting is wrong and then remove the child from the room. There's also a way to give constructive criticism. In articulating to children that we as adults are not perfect, we let them into that big secret that nobody is perfect. People are allowed to mess up. Make that okay. Make it okay to apologize or to make something right when we mess up. Help them to try again and to define themselves not by their errors, but by their attitudes. Almost everyone confronts periods of self-doubt. What if the other kids don't like me? What if I don't remember the spelling words? What if my teacher thinks I'm not smart? Self-doubt, it seems, is part of growing up. These tips will show them how to deal with self-doubt. So there you have it, several ways to build self-esteem in your child. And when your child has a healthy self-esteem, they will also be better able to love themselves. And if they love themselves, they will accept others. They will be able to accept multiple relationships that are healthy. They will even make the world a better place. They will open up more. They will love life, love themselves, love others, and their self-esteem will flourish. Love is what it's all about. If this video has helped you, please leave me a comment at the bottom of the screen. Also, if you have a story, a tip, a strategy, a question or just some advice that you would like me to share with my audiences, please also leave me a comment at the bottom of the screen. Click on these videos above for more awesome information on education and parenting. As always, thank you so much for visiting with us at ruthstraighttalk.com. It is always a pleasure. So until next time, happy learning and goodbye.